Alright, going live. Ooh, I'm live. I think I'm live. Oh crap. Alright. Normal waiting time. Damn, this is going to take, so it's going to take a while to reply to stuff. Let me just share the link over on Tumblr and on Discord, so I can officially start the stream. Sims 2 CC creation live stream number 4. So let's copy this and just put it in the Discord. Live stream. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive. And so super busy with simblreen. Alright. Check. Yeah, I'm doing simblreen. Blah blah blah. And this is just my Pinterest, my sets to repository board. And apparently I've highlighted pins. Handy. I still tea bag in my tea, so I was just sucking on the tea bag, which wasn't something that I wanted to do really. I want to drink my tea. It's bacon-ass flavored. It's not what I normally have, but come on. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to share it via the YouTube app. No. Yeah, I'm currently not looking at the stream. Normally I just open it on my phone and just let it run so I can look at the reactions. But yeah, I still have to share it on. So okay, I'm live. Live stream. Yep. I'm alive, I live. Though, you may also just try to imagine me as a spooky, scary skeleton. Oh, hi, Silverwolf. I saw. Didn't see you there because, yeah, I was just sharing it on Tumblr, but hi. So, well, glad you could join this live stream. Okay, so anyways, this is my little Pinterest list, my to-do list of things to slave or remap or slave, or, you know, it's mostly just slaving. A lot of around the Sims 2 things here. Yep. I'm Laser Forces. I am listening to you now. Yeah. Great you could join. Oh, I might have to change this one. Because I already did this one, but I didn't publish it, so it's supposed to be in the works. I mean, if we're lucky, we might even encounter some weird-ass Norwegian in the midst of Dutch because Pinterest likes to be weird when it comes to Dutch. It pretends that it's like 50% Norwegian. Ooh, you scheduled it. Ah, that's sweet. Okay, so yeah, this is the little list. A lot of things from around the Sims, like I said. Oh yeah, these were just some ornaments, not the towers. The towers are already done. Yeah, but there are a lot of things on the wish list. Including things from sites that haven't been seen in quite a while. Like, where's this from? Gwenalex. A Bayside, so, you know, have to go on the booty to get it, but it looks lovely. If it would have been slaved, and, you know, properly made, nice booklet textures, etc. Ooh, tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea recently. Almost zero coffee, just just tea. Then again, I bought too much tea. But I think that this would be a nice candidate for what we're going to do today. Yeah, I already got Blender booted up and SimPE, so I suppose we can take a look at this. Yep, that's me, starting projects while in the midst of simblreen madness. Love a lot of what you got there, will be amazing when repositoried. Yeah, that's exactly my thought. Because these objects, they look very nice. I mean, look at that pattern on the table. It's a lovely looking table. And this and this. And shelves. You barely ever see functional open for business shelves. But if you look at these, it looks like they're functional open for business shelves. So that's pretty damn sweet. And yeah, I definitely want to repository that. Bags of tea and tea box with, you know, with how much tea stuff I've been consuming. It's no wonder that I want tea stuff. There are also some pay things. Cindy is still an active creator, though mostly for The Sims 4. I'm unsure whether I want to go to the booty and download the donation gifts, and repository these. But I'm a bit unsure about that. But for as far as this basic set goes, the one you don't have to pay for, yeah, I definitely want to repository that. So let's get started, I suppose. So first we gotta download these. I like that you can download things separately, but it kind of sucks that you need to have donated to get all of them. Oh, hi Jane. Hi Flower. Hi Lay Silverwolf. Yeah, hi Jane. Nice of you to join in. You've become one of the regulars. Okay. So I think I think these two teapots can be slaved to each other. I mean, they have almost the same recolors. I mean, this is a darker purple, or I suppose purple blue. This is more of a lilac. Yeah, this one has lighter tints, and this one has darker ones. I suppose it could be possible to repository those, but let's for now just stick to the wooden things. Oh, look at that, the tea set. If you look closely, the little handles, they also have the same texture, and that's my Discord beep. Comments about angel piss. That's funny. Yeah, angel piss, it's like whenever something is super tasty, we say it is alsof een engeltje over je tong pist. Or it is as if an angel has pissed over your tongue. Oh, apparently there are two tables. I downloaded the table twice. Fascinating. Let's just put these in a nice little new folder. Let's look at my G folder, or just go to my SimPE folder, might as well. I have a folder dedicated to Around the Sims 2, so... Alright. Tea shop. Now I gotta figure out if these tables are the same ones. They sure seem to be. So I downloaded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there must be 6 packages in here, but 7. Okay, yeah, I downloaded that one double. Time to unpack. Okay, my computer seems to like making noises. This is just random Scrabble, and we're just going to put the packages in there to get a little bit more of an overview. Okay, so we got the tea set, we got a table, we got shelves, we got 3 of them. We got the left, the middle, and the right. Huh, nice. Then we got chair, counter, and table, yeah. I think I'm gonna slay things to the counter, as counters are a bit, you know, they're kind of difficult. And if this one has a dirty state, then I'd rather not destroy the dirty state. Simply evil I totally misspelled werkmap here, but that doesn't matter. Okay, the counter. We're just going to try to make the counter the master. As you can see, it has 8 mats. This is actually quite necessary. Counters can be bitchy. They can be nasty, very nasty, so it's best we use this one as a master object. So this is the master object, the counter, and it doesn't have a custom dirty texture. Anyways, that doesn't matter for now. We just need to we just need to copy. We got countertop and counter finish, so we're just going to go for countertop. Just going to make that a master mesh. As always, we have to note down the subsets. We have to write those down in the TXMT. Basically, everything that comes after the brackets is the TXMT part of it. Everything before the brackets, well, everything in the brackets, basically this part, after the 0x1 c0 5, a bunch of zeros, exclamation mark, that's the crest. Anyways, this is the master. It's already recolorable, I think, so we're just going to check that. Yep, counter finish, counter top, TS materials mesh name. Ooh, nice. It's a blank one. Anyways, we're just going to slave this. Okay, it has a slightly different texture. As you can see, it's smaller. Oh, this is something I forgot to do. We might have to do a little bit of mild remapping, because as you can see, there's a little bit of a square here. So we're just going to export the texture. Then we're going to go over to our chair. We're going to export that texture as well. And we're going to export the mesh as well, because sometimes remapping might be necessary, but other times it might not be. Okay, Blender. It's Blender time. It's Blender time, y'all. And I want my documents. Come on. Okay, here we got a chair. This is a normal chair, and dining chairs, they are always like half in the ground. That's kind of how you can recognize a chair mesh. Okay, UV mapping. Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Yeah. Okay, this is a tea shop counter. Just going to put this in texture mode. Yeah, as you can see, there's these little squares. We need to get rid of those. Well, not of the squares, we just need to get rid of them appearing in places that they shouldn't be appearing on the mesh. Lady Silverwolf comments, things to learn, Blender, at least for me. Well, you can watch along and I'll try to explain what's going on to the best of my abilities. Okay, we're just going to create a lamp. We're going to the Create tab on the left. We're going to click on Point, and using these little fancy arrows, we're just going to move this thing around. We can also do it freely by clicking G, pushing G on the keyboard, and then you can just move it around. But I prefer to do it this way, as you're restricted to one angle. The Z angle is moving from up, down. Then there's the depth angle, which is Y. You can see it here. And then there's the X angle, which is left, right, basically. But we just want to get a nice light on this, so we can remap it. It's not going to be crazy stuff like remap, I think. We just have to make sure that these stupid little spots don't appear. Okay. So yeah, it's kind of messy here. I think we can actually... Yep, draw faces. Draw faces is now disabled. If it's enabled, you see this horrible mess. This is a little bit easier to deal with. And you can drag the screens and make them smaller, bigger, etc. if you want to, so you can have more space to work with. Okay, so I think our first target will just be this right here. Whoa, zoomed out too far. This is just the square. So we're just going to have to select everything here. I am holding the control key. That allows me to drag it. If I push Control Shift, then I can unselect it. Using G button. I think I pushed the wrong button. I think I pushed the H button. Anyways, now it tells you what you've hidden. So this is what I've hidden, but I don't want to hide it, so I'm just going to do Control Z. And we can probably... Okay, we need to press the S button, and we can just scale it like this. Oh, and I forgot one here. And there, and there. And there, oh my goodness, I mean, look at this. This little part here, this weirdly shaped part, it's also connected to this, so I need to select this as well. Yeah. Blender can be a pain in the ass. Or well, not Blender necessarily. Blender isn't a pain in the ass, it's just that mapping and remapping is. Especially if you map this separately, if you do it piece per piece, then it probably makes a lot of sense why this is the way it is. But when you're just doing it like this, then yeah, it's stupid. Okay, here in the upper right corner, next to the global things, etc., I can select faces or verticals. Faces, verticals, or edges. So let me just put this in solid. Those little dots, they tell you that they're faces. So this is going to be a lot easier, I think, as we can just do it. As we can just move this thing around. And I think the way we should do this is to try to figure out which are like this. Yep. We're just going to go Control X. And we're just doing 50. No, that's too little. 512. That will... Oh yeah, hit my microphone. Now we're just going to select these. So now we've disconnected these two from each other. We've separated them. So now we can start moving them around, so... They kind of share the same texture space. If I do GX, then I can only move it along the X angle. If I do GI, I can only move it along the I angle. Very handy things to know. This is always when I remap. It always turns out to be a little bit more work than I thought it would be. Okay, yeah, this is clearly not exactly working out. So we might have to do a more intensive remap. Intensive remaps. Ooh, ooh. We're gonna have to make this thing a bit smaller. So moving it around again. Just want to make sure that it will still look good without looking stupid. SX. Let's see how this looks. No. No. Just going to undo this. Undo what we just did. Because I turned the mapping into a mess. And I accidentally shifted to transparent mode, but that's no problem. It's probably better to have this as a whole. Ah, that's the problem. Yeah, figured out what it was. So, it's rescaled. It looks better. It doesn't have a weird square. It does have it on the other side though. But that's not the biggest problem at the moment. We want to get rid of these other sides as well. So, solid. Just gonna check if that also had others. Oh, yep. Here we need to create a lamp again, because it's lighted badly. Nope, I want to create a lamp, not move this thing around. Ah, now we got good lighting. Okay, this is just simple. We're just going to move this along the X angle a little bit, so it doesn't match up with this little thing here. Oh wait, it's not easy. It never is. Oh wait, it's easier than I thought. G, Y, we're just going to move this down. Bam. That's fixed. The art of remapping is the art of making do with what you have. Oftentimes, that is crappy mapping. Or a texture that's not very cooperative. Okay, this is mapped a little bit weirdly, to be honest. The chair, it's not mapped in a usual way. It's this right here, this spot on the right. This is a chair. As you can see, it's fairly straight, but the dimensions, they don't exactly match up, which is quite weird. Yeah, I mean, it is an older set. But still, it's odd. Let me just take a look at SimPE, at the other objects. Because there might just be an easier way to do this. Okay, this one also has the iron part. How nice. Or the metal part. This table? Okay. Yeah. Two textures. One of them with the metal thing. Here. Which is crappy and low quality. And one of them without it. Anyways, I'm just curious about this chair leg. Because it's mapped oddly, if you ask me, that is. I like to map my things straight. Yeah, look at that. It's like a little archway. This chair leg here is an archway. It's mapped as an arch. That's like super odd. It's not usual. Let me tell you that. I'm just going to deselect these because I think there's a more pressing issue to fix here. Namely, whatever this is supposed to be. This mapping. Okay, with a little bit of luck, unwrapping it will just work. Well, I mean, the size does look, it does look a little bit better. Rotate 090, because I think that's the way it's supposed to be. We can take a look at it by just selecting the bottom two and going wee. Yep. S2, we're just going to scale this by 2 and we're going to move it. And we're going to see how that looks. Oh god, please god, please, no, no, no. Wrong direction of the grain. It needs to look like this. Nope. Okay, it looks still looks awful. Okay, I think we're better off with the original mapping. But we do need to fix this. Just going to select everything again as an experiment, and sure enough. I wonder what would happen if I just unwrapped it. Okay, that's a problem. Damn. Just this chair is amazing in that I thought this would be easy, but this really isn't. Let me take a look at that counter in Simpy again. By the way, if you have any suggestions on what I should do, do tell me. Count the top and count the finish. So I want to see if it would be possible to separate this thing. Look at it, it looks lovely. Okay, we're just going to have to go into default view again. Disable this wood. Ah, look at that. It's cute. The mapping ain't. Okay. Okay, so basically these are the only things here that use this texture. This doesn't use that little bit at all. So possibility, which would probably be easier, is to just separate this. To just separate this. To just grab all of these faces, which might sound a little bit wrong out of context, and just do things. Okay, I'm going to go into the other mode, how do you call it again? Yeah, the ortho mode. It allows me to get a closer zoom on things. It's basically Sims 1 mode, it's full 3D. It's not real 3D, it's just weird ass things. It's a weird ass godlike perspective. It has the added advantage of increasing your remapping skills and selecting skills and zooming, especially zooming. Okay, we got all of these selected. So I can actually and let me just see if I can no, this is merge. P, yeah. I consistently mess up my short keys. Okay, we got this separated, so we're left with just this, which is a lot easier to manage because we don't have to remap an entire chair. When we can just take the chair or take another random texture. Let me just get a nice texture. Let's see if there's anything nice here that's facing the right way. I suppose I can get a volatile here. And we're just going to rotate this. What? Why paint? Paint or not. Anyways, we're just going to look at how this thing will look with different texture. Okay, rustic wood volatile. It's gonna be a nice little surprise. Oh wait, we have to have vertical selected to be able to do this. Okay. What do you think? I think this looks quite nice. Except for the low quality stuff that this is supposed to be. We're just going to rename this, by the way, to metal. Oh, and apparently with caps lock. Why not? Oh, crap. I've had my tea in here for... Well, my tea bag in my tea for... I don't know how many minutes. Too much. It's a black tea mix, so... Not supposed to have it in there too long. So, this is the second steeping. This is a little bit low, but I suppose it could work. It works. Yeah. It works. And now for the wood. Let me just take a look at you. We might have to re-import that, or not. This will require a little bit of remapping. Just because I don't like the way this looks. It's not making optimal use of the texture, which is a shame. It's always a shame when that happens. Okay. Okay, we selected this little cross. So, what now? Okay, I'm not sure what to think. But I think it can use a little bit of help. Yep, we need another lamp. This time to share at the bottom of this chair. View bottom. Yeah. Just going to see what UV unwrapping does. Nope. Wrong. That's a big no. UV unwrap. We can project it from view, probably. I mean, in that case, we would have to deselect a bunch of things. These at the edges, because otherwise they'll look super ugly. It will just totally stink. Okay. I think we can project from view right now. So UV unwrap project from view. Now it's a nice X. And we can scale this sucker. 1.5 is probably decent. Yeah. Like this. No. This is all very complicated. I suppose we can let it rest now. This is supposed to be an easy project, not a nightmare, so... Let's just pretend this is a very easy project and that it's worry-free and we can now skip and have tea with unicorns or something. Oh yeah, I have tea. No unicorns, unfortunately. Or fortunately. So, now a plan of action has been decided. It's time to search for more of these things with metal parts in them. Alternative would be to have two things with metal parts and without, but this way we can have two recolorable subsets. So we're just gonna have to separate a bunch of things. Okay, so tea-shop shelf left, tea-shop shelf middle. I highlighted up, this one does not have, yep, it has it. Shelf right, server's red glass. Server, oh, yep, end table. Yeah, is this chair the only one that doesn't have that doesn't have a metal thing? Because in that case I might have to change my my strategy once again, and we'll actually have... Nope, this one also has this. How about the tea set? How's that mapped? Okay, it has a little wooden part, and then it has the metal parts. From how long ago was this CC? I have no idea, but it looks like it's early 2000s. It kind of looks like it. They don't exactly put a date on these things. But I think WinRAR can actually... Look at me getting squirreled. Yep, 2007. 2007. So yeah. It needs a little bit of a renewal. Making sure it has 2 subsets would be a good start. So... Okay, might as well export this metal countertop counter finish. They're all separate subsets, countertop and counter finish. Huh. Okay. It is time for a question to all the viewers, all the people who are watching right now. What do you think I should do? Should I just have 2 slave sets? Have 2 master objects? So one without the metal, for example the chair, and then the end table slave to it, or the table. And then a master object with the metal parts? Or should I be remapping something? Just gonna take a sip of tea while I wait for this question to come through to the live stream, because I didn't set the reaction time in time. Haha. Okay. Anyways, while you think about the answer, I'm going to share a simblreen treat on phone, so you can't see it. But yeah. No, I don't want to place a new message. Nope. Nope, no new posts. Can answer privately. What? I think my charger fell out of my phone, or my phone fell out of the charger. Anyways, it wasn't connected, and it should be connected. Like that. Okay, I'm going back to the live stream to see if there are any answers. It better work. The live chats. No, that's the top chat. I want live chats. Okay, no answers. Which means that I'm going to examine these files. So the shelf and the table and the chair are the only ones, so it seems kind of counterproductive to have to remap all of these. So I think I'm just going to slave everything to, yeah. I'm going to slave the things that share the same texture to the countertop. So to the counter. So table. This is table lightwood, but it needs to be. But the subset name will now need to be countertop. So this is going to be countertop. Table lightwood. No, it's not table lightwood. It's countertop. Does this have a TS Materials mesh name? No, it doesn't, so we have to add this and we have to change all the names here. So this is the countertop. Going to add a block. Go 1, 8. Oh yeah, and I've lost my way in the file. TS Materials mesh name. Slaving can be very, very repetitive. Okay, because this is a long name, I need to delete this in 2 goes. So countertop. And now we just need to rename this to countertop. Countertop. Okay, commit. So, catalog description. Okay. All the useless languages were removed, or, well, not useless languages, just the translations were deleted. Because oftentimes in older objects, yeah. Tumblr.com. But oftentimes with older objects, you see that they didn't remove the original item description. So if you have a non-English game, then these will show up, which is a pain in the ass. You want to know what the object is, but you don't know what the object is, and you don't know everything. So English grammar edit for run unquote. Okay, very nice. Yeah. Now let's look at these. At this, we just want to see, yeah, want to change this to 35, the sale price, because that will make it placeable with the quarter task sheet, which I really like to use. So yeah, the shadow can stay. Anyways, so okay. Come on, full screen. So, okay, the end table has been slaved. The chair we'll leave alone for now. The counter is the master mesh. So now for the shelves. So once again, we're just going to put... This one isn't base game compatible, but it's a thingy, the thing. It's an open for business shelf, so it should be base game compatible to begin with. Gonna have to delete the mmat. The mmat is the leading cause of non-recolorability amongst Sims 2CC. Countertop. Please support your local creator in fixing up all of these mats. TS Materials mesh name. String. Gonna have to add a string. Oh wait, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you can see it. OBS doesn't always like to show the entire screen. It never does, to be honest. So this is the crest, so we have to make sure that the crest is in there. Let's save. Then we can change the description, and then we can fix integrity. I like to do this because it just gets rid of all the resources I don't need, so I can save fix integrity without all those unnecessary resources. Slave. Yay. Okay. Object tools, fix integrity, and save that sucker. OBG, the shelf middle. Ooh, we got object functions here. Countertop. Gotta change the subset names. All the subset names have to match, because otherwise either the thumbnail won't show up, the object won't show up, it will be undercolorable. You know, it has all sorts of effects. Speaking of, just one moment, I gotta head back to the last shelf. I think I might have forgotten to add something. Okay, this one has 7 entries, but it is 8 entry. It is 8 entries. It is 8 blocks, but the data list extension reference only mentions 7, which would mean that this thing wouldn't be recolorable. So we gotta fix that. This does happen sometimes, so I'm glad I caught it before I put it in the game. Okay, this one also has 8, but this one is correctly done. Shelf middle, shelf left. Okay, we're just going to go for the shelf left again, because that was the one we were doing. GXMT, GMND. It is 8 things. Oh no, we already did that one. We need to go to shelf middle. Yep, countertop. GMND. Just going to add a block right now. Did I? Okay, I might have forgotten to change something else, namely the TS mode enabled. Gotta have that enabled, you know? So otherwise, bye-bye recolorability. TS materials, mesh name. Yeah, this is very repetitive, slaving things. I hope you all don't mind. Okay, that's 8 things, 8 blocks. TS design mode enabled as countertop. This one is still called service, so we'll just rename it to countertop. Save. Oh wait. Oh yeah, we need to add this. 35. Good boy. Middle. Slave. That's what happens when you leave caps lock on. Okay. Fuck, it wasn't a behavior function, it was an object function. It was an object function. Just thinking about something I mentioned once. I didn't memorize all the names of the resources, I just know that some things do this and other things do that. Countertop. Going to change this to 35. There are also other values that work, but I prefer 35 because that's the one I found about making things quarter tile enabled. Let's just stick to the familiar with these sorts of things. Countertop, data list extension. TS materials, mesh name, string. Countertop, commit. Not GMDC. Countertop. With slaving, everything has to match up. Things just have to match up. Things have to fit together like a puzzle piece. Otherwise, yeah. Chances are you're gonna have broken thumbnails, invisible thumbnails, things just not working, blue flashing thumbnails. You know, all sorts of nasty problems. Very annoying. And it's also good to mention you know, your creator name and that it's a slave, so whenever I slave something made by someone else, I always put slave or master there, so you know that people know that it's a slave or that it's a master, so they don't accidentally delete something that I shouldn't delete. Of course, accidents happen, but it still makes it a lot less likely. Okay, so this is the one that's kind of the same as a chair. Okay, with this one we want to put master here. And just go like master object. Don't delete. Seriously, don't delete master objects unless you want blue flashing. And here we want to change that to 35. Commit. And we want to save, not fix integrity, because fixing integrity breaks counters. Now just for some checking, because slaving things while live streaming and thinking of other things like simblreen and what else not, yeah, it can get a little bit messy. Shelf left, this is one of my, yeah. Okay. Does it have a repository of compressed files? Because if it has, no, it hasn't. It doesn't, so we don't have to compressorize this thing, actually. I don't think we have to, at least. Okay. So we can actually slave the table to the chair or the chair to the table. I think I'm just going to slave the table to the chair. So... oh, there's a main and there's a wood. Whoopity fucking do. Where's that main? Is there even a main? Okay, this is clearly old CC, because this main, well, it just simply doesn't exist. So we're just going to delete these entries. We're going to delete the TXMT. We're going to delete the dimension and the shape. We're just going to delete that, because it's not necessary. It's not there. It's invisible. So So yeah. I'm not sure why it was there. I mean, was it the intention of Sandy to slave things to that dining chair? Are they slaves to the dining chair? I think... yeah, I think it might be the case that it was cloned, that this dining chair up here was cloned from this dining chair, which has a second subset, I think. It seems logical it has a second subset. So, okay, logically it's best to actually just take this chair and make this the master object to all of these. So I think I'm not going to change anything about this, and we're just going to pretend that this chair doesn't exist in this set. And no, I don't want Windows Media Player active. So this is the countertop, the end table, the shelves, and then there we have it. There we have our new slaved set. Now we can actually go into the game. Let's just paste it. Going to up the suspense by not showing my downloads folder. Okay, I'm just gonna mention this. Last stream, it got really weird with The Sims 2. It lagged like crazy. So chances are it's going to happen again. And that, you know, it's gonna buffer wildly. It's probably gonna buffer crazily. It's horrible. So, okay. And I haven't booted up my game today, so... so it's gonna take a little bit longer to boot up, and it's going to take a little bit more of a toll on my PC. Anyways, yeah. You should definitely have... you should definitely expect some weird stuff to happen. Okay. But, enough with the talk, let's boot up the game and hope that it doesn't take forever to load. I did change the resolution of the game, so, so there shouldn't be a little thing to the right of the screen that just shows off the SimPE, just shows off a bunch of headers from SimPE. So it should just be the full screen that you see, which is nice. And my tea got cold. Okay, it's not visible on the stream, but yeah, The Sims 2 is definitely booting up. It's just choosing to be invisible right now. But at some point a screen will appear, and yeah, it will boot up. Just need to take its sweet time. Because I've been having... yep, there it is. This is the moment that you should expect stuttering. If you hear stuttering, do tell. Yeah, for a testing game, it likes to take its sweet time to load. Then again, I have testing stuff in there from years ago. Years, like, I'm not kidding. Things from the beginning of my CC creation career. Like, yeah. Have to publish that at some point. I definitely do. Lady Silverwolf says, in the beginning there was darkness. And then the EA logo appeared. Nice, full screen. Though, to be perfectly honest, there's also still a blue thing to the right. YouTube is just, or my monitor, I don't know, they like to have fights over this kind of thing. They like to have fights over resolution, so I think it's a combination of my PC resolution and YouTube, I don't know. It likes to... yeah, shenanigans. It's loading, saving some energy, storing some energy, polishing. Polishing stairway. Oh, a black strip at the bottom. Yeah, I also see that. Well, not a live stream that I'm watching via my phone. Yeah, I think it's YouTube having a fight with my PC resolution. Perhaps it's just non-standard resolution and I'll have to switch to you know, do it. Yep, it's loading. And it is loaded. So time to head to Ancient Lagoon. It has a prettier name than it sounds like. The name is prettier than the neighborhood itself. There's like 2 testing families and a bunch of abandoned testing lots, once again from the beginning of my CC creation career. And it likes to complain that I still need to add a university, a downtown, a shopping hood, vacation destinations, and what else not. Here are my super old abandoned testing lots. Look at them. Look at how lovely these things are. I've abandoned these a lot. I just test with these 2 lots here. This one and this one. The beach bumps and the elderly. And this is for more fancy shots. Okay, like several says zone selection. Yeah, let's select the zone. Okay, so I did a tea shop, so I think it's time to go to Het Diner. The diner. It's also the name of a book I read. It's pretty popular. Herman Koch. I'm still not sure what to think about it. The framing was neatly done. The Silver Wolf says, now audio does break up as you talk about the testing lots. Okay. So, okay. I hope it looks a little bit better. It looks a bit better now. So here we got the testing lot. This is my diner. Here's the here's the counter. Okay. Is the audio clear? Can you hear me? Are there no weird shenanigans happening? So we're just going to give this thing a makeover, I think. I don't think I'll save it, because I didn't save this one, but... I think it's supposed to be that way. The Silver Wolf says, it looks great. Thank you! Yeah, it's one of my favorite laws here. Okay, nice little, yeah, I think we'll just get it here. It's just going to be a tea shop slash diner thing. A little poster. Okay, slave the end table and a bunch of shelves. We basically slave surfaces. So I think, yeah, this one is the shelves. So we got the right slave, the middle slave, and the left. So I think we're just going to get the left, middle, and right. Right, that looks good. Let's just put another one in the middle. Oh no, I don't want any new paint. Perhaps later. The texture isn't exactly doing it justice. Yeah, a recolor will need to happen, because I need recolors for this. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's the end table. That looks nice. So perhaps it will look better if we give it a bit of a rustic tint. Ah, look at that. Now we just gotta get some new tables. The donation items would be really great for that. Oh yeah, the over business shelves. Yeah, we better test those. Okay, let me just table. This is the Gustav table, one of the Gustav tables. And if you've downloaded them and haven't gotten the fix yet, there's a fix. There's more things I need to fix, as you can see. There's a weird ass shadow, so I'll have to refix the fixed version of the Gustav table. Yeah, I should have done this before. Sue me. Yeah, let's just get a nice chair here. This one's always nice for rustic little places. Just gonna place a bunch of them. Or we can use this one. This one fits a little bit better, but we placed this, so we're just going with these. Pretty sure there must be a one tile add-on for these for this table, but can't be bothered. One, two. We'll just the boots. They're cute. They're cute. They're very cute. Oh, that was a deleted table. Nah, just do this. No restaurant podiums here. Just gonna see if there's some... Yeah, this is for my simblreen picture. I downloaded the bats. These weren't actually for testing, they were just because I couldn't be bothered to to boot up my actual game to take my forge picture. But look at the cute bat. He's welcoming you to the tea shop. Look at it. Oh, it's on in top chat. Why not live chat? Come on, live chat. Okay, live chat and stop same at this point. Okay. Okay, we gotta find some deco, some small deco to put on there. Like the cute little paintings. We're just gonna have to test these. Yeah, they're rotating weirdly here. I covered at this point. These kind of a little bit, but I suppose, especially if you look at how the stuff middle and the left look, and the one these two have the same issue, but looks pretty good. So we got the counter, the end table, and the free objects. We might as well make this into a little bit of a collection. And I can make this as a so it's not just thingy. So it's not just enabled for above redemption community lots because. Oh wait, Sunny already has a collection file for this, I think, so heh awkward. Yeah, anyways. Yeah. Looks good to me. We got a cute little bat welcoming any customer. That's an end table. A bunch of shelves. So it's not part of the set. It needs recolors. It definitely needs recolors. Because it's kind of dark and awkward. Yeah, we need recolors. It's a good example of early CC. That's very functional. Nowadays you don't see a lot of open for business shelves, you know. It used to be a lot more common to have some functional open for business shelves. Okay, so I'm gonna quit. Perhaps my computer will throw a hissy fit, because sometimes it does that. Okay, it doesn't seem to have thrown that much of a hissy fit or hissy fit at all, which is nice, which is very good. So, what do you all think? Should we go to the booty? Oh, let's just get a donator. Let's just get the collection here and pack it and unpack it. So no, we don't want to put it in school, we want to put it in FG. But anyways, what do y'all think? Should we go to the booty, download these items, and try to slave this as well? Because it would probably fit, because I think some of these items share a texture with this little table and this little chair over here. So, should we? Should we do it? Just to be sure, I'm going to the booty. Not downloading anything yet, but I'm just going to the booty. And looking at all of this great stuff. It's great that they have some dead sides over here. like, let's say, yeah, Forever Sims 4 for ESF, Forever Sims Fantasy. There are some pretty fun things over there. Look at that bedroom. It needs to be slaved, really, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Around the Sims 2. No, that's Anna Maria Sims. If they do share, the Silverwolf says, if they do share, it would make sense. Yeah. It's kind of my reasoning. I would have to go to downtown and go to the tea shop, which would get me these nice little objects. You know, it would also make sense as, you know, countertop and countertop finish will stay colorable, and so will wood and main. Main is probably the fabric. Okay, damn it, we're going to do it. We are going to engage in a little bit of na 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 na. I have slaved your objects. Na 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 na. And I didn't pay for it. Ooh, nice recolors. Look at them recolors. No, screw you, WinRAR. So the only way you can get... Oh, wait. So are you saying that this is all the stuff, so we could have just downloaded this from the beginning? Damn. Anyways, we don't need recolors. We need the tables right now. We need the objects, I mean. Okay, so the armchair, chair 02 we already have. Teapot, not relevant right now. Tea counter? Do we have the tea counter or the main counter? We have the counter, not the tea counter. Do we have chair 01 or 02? Okay, we need chair 02. Chair 02. Just in case, we're going to check which ones these are. Armchair 01, armchair 02, chair 02, tea shop table 1, 2, 3. Anyways, we're just going to get all the tables. Yep, table. Do we have everything? We already have the chair there. We're just going to see if we can replace this. Uitpakken zonder bevestiging. Ja, ja. Alright. No! Come on, with media player. I don't want to listen to music right now. I do tend to create with music, but not while live streaming. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Would you like a copyright strike? Media player? Okay, we got chair 01. Okay, I'm just going to change the names of these so I can keep track of which ones I did and which ones I didn't slave yet. Master. It's our master of puppets. Is pulling the strings. Shelf left. No. No, I don't have two masters. I have... Come on. This is what's happening when you talk about things, so... Always write down master or slave or parent and child whenever you're slaving something. Because, you know, it helps people in not accidentally removing the master object because it's not clear what that is. Okay, so master, slave, slave, slave. Slave. Okay, we marked those. So now, okay, which chair is this? This is chair 02. Okay, I think chair 02 is the prime candidate for this kind of thing. So we're gonna have to find chair 02, object donation, chair 02. As you can see, main clean and wood clean. What textures does it have? Yep, it has a cushion and it has a redwood. The Silverwolf says, no copyright strike. Strike, please. I totally agree with you, you know? I totally agree. Main clean, and just because we can replace the wood clean with... We can replace main with wood. That's handy. Okay, anyways, it has an OBJD of 3C9334. Yeah, this all seems to be linked up correctly. The crest doesn't seem broken at first glance. That's good. How about the GMND? It has wood and main. GMDC, it has wood and main. So I'm just going to rudely rename this donation object. I will refrain from doing an evil cackle. It's simblreen, not cackle like a maniac. We can't right now. The object can be recolored, but you can't redistribute the mesh on your site. Only your recolors. Notice people will need to donate, so don't mention it, blah blah. I don't want to recolor them. I want to rudely slave this. Rudely slave. Slaved without permission. Slaved without permission by Fireflower. Just because. No, wait, I'm not slaving this. This is a master object, so I can't rudely slave this. Master object. Don't delete. Or you know what I can do? I can just say, okay, I slaved these donation items, but you have to get the master object from this and this site. And by that I mean booty. Okay, now that we got the TXMTs down, we can start slaving. We can start slaving the rest of this. Oh, I'm having so much fun with this. Yep, it can't be just blah blah blah. Fireflower at fireflowersims.tumblr.com. Fireflower Sims, not Fireflower Sim. Okay. Well, let's start deleting things, shall we? Wood? We don't need a wood. I mean, we do need a wood, but we don't need a main. So the main is just going to get deleted, because we don't need it. So why should we let this useless thing stay in? It doesn't make sense. Oh, hallmark of early 2000 CC. Unnecessary stuff in packages. It's also a hallmark of my earlier CC. Basically early CC. I didn't always slave, you know? I didn't always. Wood. Okay, let's save this sucker. Let's change this one to a 35. And we can now fix integrity. And save. That's one chair down. A bunch of them to go. I'm going to make it easier for myself and just say... Finished. I would normally put down Claire, but... I'm going to make it clear for people who don't speak Dutch. Okay, slave, 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 master of puppets pulling your strings. Finished. Great. So now that's clear. So I can just go down the list. Okay. Table. It has surfaces. So we need to rename this thing to wood. We don't want any surfaces, we want wood. Slave by Fireflower Sims, blah blah blah. It's called wood. Oh, normally I just go like this. I start at the bottom and then I work my way up through the different resources. Okay, I'm just going to copy the wood because there's more chance I'll need the wood than the main. Okay, we just need to master git. We just need to change it here, so. Nope, no services. We want wood, no services. The surface can be made of wood, but the subset name shouldn't be called shouldn't be services, it should be wood. String wood. This is called wood as well. So I guess we got it. Oh wait, did I change this in the TS assign mode enabled? Nope, it's still called services, which would have made this object unrecolorable if it hadn't been changed. So, oh, okay. I'll just do this again. Like to see the final results, the final number of resources. Table 1x, blah blah blah, tsat, not necessary. Okay, so here we got wood, and we got neighborhood wood. But we don't need neighborhood wood. We just need wood, so... And I don't know why there's a pillow here. We don't have any pillows, so... I don't think this one has pillows. Does it have pillows? It doesn't have pillows, okay. So it doesn't need an entry in the mmats called pillows. And it... What the hell is this supposed to be? There's two gits. One of them is of 003 C9332 and the other one is of E437026F. Damn, that's broken. Anyways, they're all going down anyways, so we don't need them. We'll just keep the shadows. So, because we reach a 9 here, we need to put an A down. That will make it 10. Because it counts in hexadecimal. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... No, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, C, D, E, F. Extraneous... Silver says extraneous information. Oh, you mean the crap that's in the emmat, the emmat that's not needed? Yeah, it's just things that aren't needed. They're just unnecessary. They just bloat the file while not contributing anything. They don't make this object recolorable, and they don't make that thing. Perhaps at some point there was a plan. Well, not that I can think of. I mean, you can only have 2 subsets. So unless you're cloning a counter, you're not gonna have more than 2 mmats in there. Because if you're cloning a counter, you do tend to have more than one. Or if you have multiple recolors in one package. But because there's one of them here with the git of this actual object and the other one with another git of an unknown object, then yeah, there's no reason for that to be in there. So it's really weird. It's not the weirdest shit I've encountered in a package. That would have been a empty shape. No, seriously. There's an object floating around that doesn't have any information in the shape. It doesn't have a single line, so I wonder if that object is even visible in-game. Slave without permission. Flower. Add. Fire flower. sims.tumblr.com. Good point about the subsets. Yeah. Okay, did I, yeah. Okay. I haven't slaved anything, so I can start just including slave without permission. And I also fixed it basically because, yeah, what the hell was that emat doing in there? Or those two emats, they were unnecessary. You don't need 4 of them to make a thing recolorable. Apparently, you do need multiple emats, like more than 2 emats for a counter, but this isn't a counter. This is not a counter we're looking at. Okay, cushion grey. I almost read this cushion gay. A gay cushion. Why not? Anyways, it's just going to get renamed to... Nope, it's not a pillow. It's main. So this is wood clean. The nice thing about the naming here is that I can just replace all the mentions of wood with main and it will just work. Ah, okay. I almost put W main here. You know what that would have done? That would have made the texture as seen in the catalog. It would make it blue. It wouldn't flash blue in the game, but it would flash blue in the catalog. This was a persistent issue with the Gustav set because I copied the wrong subset name. Yeah, that's been fixed. I do still need to fix the shadows because they're annoying. But did I do this to the previous one? I don't think so. So I might have to go back to the last chair. Or table. Once again! What the hell is that thing doing here? It's the same freaking git. What the hell? Sandy from Around the Sims. What the hell? What's the deal with you and four emats? What's the deal? Explain to me your reasoning, for I am but a mere mortal that cannot make sense of this. That would have broken the package. Well, I mean, flash blue, yeah. You don't want blue flashing, even if it's just in the catalog. Because there's a difference between the things that calls blue flashing and blue flashing specifically in the catalog. If it only flashes blue in a catalog, it means that there's a problem in the shape, that you might have misspelled something. If it flashes blue in game, well, sorry to say it, but you're missing a master object. Main wood. Did I rename this to main in the previous one? I don't think so. Always double check and think. Did I do this? Slave without permission. Fire flower. Add fire flower. sims.tumblr.com. Tumblr. No, not Tumblr. Well, I mean Flash Blue. Blaze Silver says I must learn the proper way to say things. Blush. Hey, don't worry about it. It's jargon. It's weird, nonsensical jargon. So, and flashing blue, you know, and yeah, it happens. Okay, so I just gotta check this one because I think I might have not. Oh, this one only has the wood subset, so that explains why I didn't rename that thing. Okay, so I did armchair 1, I did armchair 2, which means that now it's time for chair 02. Okay, this one has a wood main. Tea shop chair is a 12. 121. 21037. Yeah. Okay, this is our master object. We shouldn't be trying to slave the master object. Now, should we? This is called main, but the subset name is called cushion. So we are just going to skip this because it's a master object. But we are going to have to do this. This is a table. This one has a nice little cloth, as you can see. And it's going to get deleted. It is Sims 2 jargon, lol. Yep. No, I don't want to rename the ground shadow. Please undo ground shadow. I want the cloth. I want that it is my precious. And I want to recolor it and enjoy its presence in my game. Whenever I'm in need of a modern tea shop. Or just tea shop. I mean, this could probably work for historical games. I'm not sure. This is why I used fireflowersims.tumblr.com instead of Plum Upkeep like I normally do for most historical CC. So main and wood. So this one had a problem actually. This is a table with a tablecloth, but it only had one TS design mode enabled, which means that only the wood was probably recolorable, or only the, well, basically only one thing was recolorable. And that's not exactly a thing you want. You want both things to be recolorable if you have two subsets. Here's materials mesh name. Wood, even if a subset is not recolorable, by the way, you still have to add the thing in the TS materials mesh name, or at least I always do that just in case. You never know what might break an object. Okay, we did enable 9. No, we didn't enable 9, which means that we need to enable it. Like that. Bam. Okay, surfaces is surfaces and cloth is cloth, so we're just going to assume that this is all named correctly, which means the surfaces is wood and the cloth is main. Slaved without permission via flower at fireflowersims.tumblr.com. Bam, there you got it. I did say fireflowersims.tumblr.com, right? Yeah. Okay, we need to change this to 35 if I haven't done so. Yeah, I hadn't done so, so commit. If you commit while in the raw data tab, it will turn white and empty. Very annoying, so I always try to go to the other tab. Just fill this. Fix integrity. I don't know if we did it yet, but it's always worth doing a second time. Oh, messages. Messages coming on Discord. Ooh, nice. Okay, this one only has wood. So, once again, wood. This one is called tabletop apparently, but needs to be called wood. This is what happens when you don't rename your subset, kids. Danish, modern. Oh, Diodensk. Very nice. It's not just a normal unslaved dining table, it's an unslaved Danish dining table. Which is, you know, it's not any better. TS design mode enabled, come on. Wood. TS materials, mesh name. String, don't add an array, because a string has two members, so to speak. There's two parts. It has the subset name to the left, and it has the cress, aka the model name of the master object, to the right. An array only has one thing, which is normally the subset name, like this, wood. And TS materials mesh name, it doesn't show up until you quit DGMND and come back in. Look, now it's there. Okay, now for tabletop. If this one isn't renamed to wood and stays tabletop, then the object will be invisible. It will just be invisible because everything is telling the game, look for subsets called wood. But it can't find anything called wood, so it doesn't show up at all. I do hope that the slave without permission thing isn't too cheeky. I don't want to get into a sim secret worthy fight with Sandy. That would be rough and nasty. Because there are a lot of arguments to be told about things like void blooms. No, gleam blossoms. Mild spoiler. Okay, 2x02 blah blah blah. This one has cloth and wood, aka main and wood. Out of all things to call a wood subset, you have to call it main. Well, it's as good a choice as any. I mean, you could call it Squidward, or any other silly names like that piece of shit that just doesn't want to do anything. Or I put effort into this. I haven't seen that kind of subset names. People like to call it by names that do actually make sense most of the time, or they just don't rename it, which does also make sense because as a sim secret that is, yeah, that's kind of what I'm afraid of whenever I slave things by Bayside authors, especially the ones that are still active, because I don't know if you watched the previous stream, if you watched that, Sol, because I know you weren't present, but of course it's rewatchable, but anyways, in there I slaved a bunch of buttresses and pillars by Felixandri, Sims 4 creator. He runs a Patreon blog, he publishes his content only on Patreon, and is not freely accessible after a couple of weeks, as per EA's policy. But still, as this creator is rather popular, despite those Payside shenanigans, Patreon Payside shenanigans, I still fear that if I publish them, that I will get into a spat. That there will be sim secrets, or flames, or, you know, I I'm not sure what to do. Slave without permission. Fireflames.tumblr.com. Need to get this straight. Silver says, I watch this as time permits, so much going on right now. Yeah, I know. Real life does suck sometimes, especially when you're in, you know, a difficult situation like that. Garden Shadow, this is 35. GMND, 9 Fangs, TS Design Mode enabled, Wood Main, blah blah blah. Okay, yeah, I think this one is good. Save. Do I need to slave more? T counter? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this is the thing. Look at it. Ooh, that's a very nice dispenser. I like the texture, though it's really a picture. I can actually slave this to the original one, to the first one, to the actual counter. So, depending on how this seems to be claimed, this seems to be cloned from an espresso bar. So it has a clean and a dirty state. So, lever grinds, yeah, espresso machine. So there's a counter finish and there's a countertop. And there's a counter finish and a countertop once again. So we're going to try to slave this. I hope this will work. I really do hope. Counter clap, counter finish. Because they're a bit stupid. Jane Langerak, oh yeah, Lady Silverwolf. It is an uncomfortable thing, the patriotic aspect of creation. I understand when people are proud of their work, but I also see that since the game is free, so too should that be the CC. Yeah, and I mean, you know, if you want to get some monetary compensation for the work you put into your objects, then yeah, you can add a optional tip jar like Almighty Hat has, for example. It's been a while since he's been active. But an optional tip jar, there's no problem with that. It tells people that, you know, no pressure. Like, if you want if you are super appreciative, you can give me money, if that's your thing. But if not, then, hey, no worries. Okay, this is like so weird here. Chances are I'll have to do weird things here to get this to work. Oh god, please, no. Oh no. Oh, this is a nasty one. Okay, I think I'll leave this one alone for now. I'll need to look at the counters that Frag did to figure out what to do with this. Because counters are weird. They're weird. They're really weird. So I think it's time to test again. And this time we have the collection file, so... Okay, but first the post by Jane Langerak. I'm in the same situation. I really want to convert some stuff from down with Patreon, but I'm so scared of pissing someone off. Yeah, exactly. That's my situation. It's exactly the same situation. You know, there's some awesome stuff there. I'm working on that Felixandra stuff. Since I don't need this thing in Blender anymore, I can actually open it. Yeah, I got this and this and 3 sizes in my game. And out of all things, you know, this and where's the pinnacle? Pinnacle? Yeah. I mean, this is in the game right now. Well, this is not in the game. These things can be put into the game. They're ready to be put into the game. Slave to the BB niche. And yeah. I'm just afraid that if I do this and Felixandra discovers it, or well, let's just say a great big fan that there's no problems with his space shite shenanigans, that I will get freaking spammed by angry people. How dare you convert that? So, that's the problem. Anyways, let's test this tea set, shall we? I do hope there won't be any audio issues, but once again, if there are audio issues, just say so. Lady Silverwolf just likes hearts and thank you, sheepish grin, and constructive criticism. Jen Langerick? Me too! Something as simple as a heart on Simfile share means so much to me. Amen to that. Only for bookmarking what you've downloaded and what you haven't, but also just for showing the creators that you like their CC. I do appreciate the effort. Yeah, the game is booting up. There was darkness, and suddenly the EXIS logo appeared and disappeared. Once again. Which faded into a loading screen. A lot faster than the previous time. Okay. Yep, it booted up. Time to select our level. Level Ancient Lagoon, aka the neighborhood Doom. Those poor Sims never get a break. Well, beach bums over there, they got to eat ice cream, but yeah. Let's make a tea shop out of the diner. Or let's just see if I have it in the lot bin so I can place a copy. Okay, just saying, I'm putting this in the lot bin. I don't normally do those. It's a testing game. Roadside diner. Okay, is it buffering? Because I think it's buffering the well from what I'm seeing on the live stream. We're back to the just where I'm supposed to find this thing. Ah, there it is. AT's shop. We have an incident. We have an happened? Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's not showing up in the thumbnail. We have something to fix. We have something to fix, people. But, on the other hand, two subsets do show up. And still buffering. Yeah. Once again, we are buffering. Shit. I was afraid this was... It just loves playing up. I'm just going to place these things aside. Oh, no, not the audio again. Don't demon. Apparently, whenever Discord voice chat like break, I sound like a demon. It's not just normal pork, it's demon porkage. Oh. Okay, hopefully it will stop buffering for long enough to do this. What the hell's wrong with that shading? What the hell? What the hell? Did I forget to delete? Damn. Shit. I forgot to add one. Hey, Silverwolf says the pieces look great. Yeah. Unfortunately, the armchair is broken. Well, the thumbnail. Damn. Okay. He'll some, yeah, to the pieces. They work. Okay, I'm just going to check the status of the stream right now. Come on. Come on. Come on, come on. Give me something to work with. Please. Please give me something to work with, YouTube. Please. Come on. Please. Stupid house DVR. Come on. Please, please. Has it stabilized? No. Gezond, uitstekend. Ja, ja, ja. Oh. Okay, finally. I think something might be happening. Something, yeah. Okay. Has it stabilized for y'all? No, what the hell? Come on. Damn you, YouTube. Damn you. Come on. Get it stabilized. Okay, why on earth is it 30 minutes, 30 seconds behind? Okay, come on. Yeah. Okay, there it is. Okay, I switched to Blender again after that. See the page for YouTube now. Now I'm Blender. Yep, I switched the blender once again. It just likes to... this is very frustrating. Okay. So, yeah. There always is a delay. Okay, so I think I might end the stream here. It's delay in connection. They have gotten incredibly, well, how do you call this? Horrid. Or should I end the stream? Is it? Oh, finally! 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 It has a connection. It has a connection, y'all. It has a connection. There's a connection. The status. It has stabilized. Let me just test this. Let's rotate the camera to see how the delay is. So I want to see myself switching this camera within a minute. Live chat is just weird. Just really weird. What the hell is happening with this delay? 1 to 3 minute delay. Damn. That's ridiculous. Anyways, I thought I might continue the stream, but since the delay is just that bad, I think I might just end the stream. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I don't know if this will make it into the stream still, as there's a stupid delay, but